My mom's been watching the show a lot.
Yeah.
And she's like, she thinks we're so funny. But
She's
she's
like
like,
my photo,
but
my food.
But she keeps saying that we
That's
need to get a
awesome.
swear jar. She's like,
Get a swear jar. That'd be a fun little gimmick.
Yeah, I was telling her. Well,
you broken.
I
Yeah.
told somebody the other day. Yeah, I need to stop that too.
I tried not to, and then Bryan brings it right out of me.
Then when your mom
sorry.
mentioned it, and I caught myself like every sentence I say is swearing. That's kind of.
That's like a common thing in like Puerto Rico, right? Like
Oh,
swearing,
we swear
swearing.
all the
Yeah,
fucking time. See? All the
yeah.
time.
It's
Constantly swearing.
yeah. You guys are like
Like the
kind of like
Australians.
the Australians, yeah.
The Australians of the Spanish world.
The country
That's what we are.
British.
The country British. It's not, don't take mine. That's mine.
That's what they are.
They are country British. Who else is country British? Who else is like South America?
Cockney, right?
Cockney.
That's like New Yorker British.
Cockney, yeah, that's like
Yes, Cockney like New Yorkers are British.
like Jason Statham.
What is South
Yeah.
America to us?
South
What
America
are
to
they,
us?
Are they like deep South?
What is Welsh?
The South
Welsh?
of South?
What
The
is
South of
Welsh?
South.
That a thing? Welsh?
What? Welsh? Yeah, that's a Providence in England, I think.
That's what Bill Christian Bale is.
He's Welsh.
He's Welsh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But-
I don't
but he has
understand
a-
anything about Welsh.
Well, he might. Well, he,
Christian
is-
Bale's Australian, eh?
He's British.
No, he's
Mhm.
British. Who's Australian?
Chris Hemsworth.
That's what I'm
Hemsworth.
thinking of. Yeah.
who?
Or Russell.
Chris Hemsworth.
Russell Crowe is.
Russell Crowe is Australian.
So is
He
Hugh
is?
Jackman.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman is.
Yeah, Hugh
Australian.
Jackman's Australian.
Who else?
Who else?
Who are you?
You do. They.
What's that from? Who are you? Star Wars. Yeah.
Love the quotes.
What?
Uh,
Who are you?
that little
What-
short character. What happened to her? Did she die?
The
The one with
little
big
with the glasses.
goggles?
Are you
yeah,
talking
she
about the
got
one that looked
God.
like a nutsack?
Did she die?
Yeah, she got God.
Dude, that's what. I just want to like squeeze her head, right?
Yeah, just like
She didn't look like an old lady in a pit. I was like, squeeze her like an orange.
What's been happening on this Twitterverse? I haven't been there for days.
Yeah. In the Twitterverse, it's been a shit show.
Uh,
NFTs are back.
Remake.
Every other post that I see is about a goddamn NFT.
Can someone explain to me what
Keanu?
Keanu Reeves has done to about the?
That's so funny.
There's something going on with
Yeah.
about Keanu
So,
Reeves about NFTs. Can
Keanu
someone
Re-
explain?
He laughed at it. That's what it is.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves was like doing an interview for The Matrix, and then the interviewer was just like, "How do you?" Because they're releasing an NFT collection to promote The Matrix, and stupid, and then the guy
I don't understand. So, but they're not going to be like $1 billion.
No. There's just like a limited release collection of NFTs for like $50 a pop, and people are buying them. And
Yeah,
then you can
but
resell
like,
them.
what is like?
Let me be honest
like
with
you
you.
can't copy the same item.
This shit's targeted to dumb people.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
it
It's
is.
it's super
The
predatory.
entire concept is fucking
Yeah.
stupid.
So, do you know what NFTs are?
Yes, it's like
Okay.
a non-refundable token. It's a
Non-fungible.
You're paying for a code. You're paying for a specific code that no one else can copy or replicate.
Exactly. And then so like that code is attached to this particular piece of media, and then you technically own the piece of media the same way that like the Louvre would own the Mona Lisa or something like that.
Yeah.
It's originally made to create scarcity in digital art so that artists could get paid the way that physical medium artists get paid.
Yeah.
I see some of my favorite artists doing it now too. It's like, man,
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
So it's
and
like the quantity of these items are only one. It's not like a T-shirt where they can make
they
50
can
of this.
reproduce 60 of them, yeah, at a time.
So it's almost like they would have to auction these things.
That's exactly the idea. That was the idea behind NFTs, is that you would make one item, digital art,
Yeah.
and then you would attach an NFT to it, and then nobody can reproduce that that particular product
Why does all NFT art look like dog shit?
because it's made by people that are not making art.
Sorry,
it's
Mom.
made by people that are making money.
it's just like a turnaround with 3D item. That's what it usually is. It
Yeah,
seems like.
it's like an asset.
Yeah,
It's just an asset swap.
that
Do you
rotates.
remember the little PS2 3D models
That's
when you
what
went
it's
into your
Memory?
memory?
Mhm.
Can we get some of those?
I missed that.
I need some of that.
See, here's the thing: you can just make that and then not put it as an NFT, and then you have it.
Look,
So
here's my stance on
Yeah.
NFTs. That whatever. Like I feel like that is probably going to be at some point the future.
makes me want to fucking cry.
But the only but you know on the flip side is like the what we need is knock off is like the render farming, like mining, the data mining for it. Because if it was just
Yeah.
if it wasn't hurting the environment,
It would. Who cares?
who
gives a shit?
cares? Like
Yeah.
what I could see, But like, we just need to come up with a better
I disagree.
solution.
It needs to be
You're
regulated.
wasting your money. You're just looking at it.
Yeah,
You
but
can't
like,
do nothing physical with it.
So
but you're the most cyberpunk person that I know. This should be all the way up your alley.
Cyberpunk is not. No, that's
This is
not
100% cyberpunk.
This is-
dude.
no,
Cyberpunk
no,
is
this
about
is super.
disagreeing with that.
This is super futuristic. Are you kidding me?
literally in the name
Cyberpunk
cyberpunk,
is
it's
disagreeing
saying
with
that
that.
because
It's
these are
wrong.
massive multi-million-dollar corporations that are doing this shit. That is the antithesis of punk in any
Yeah.
capacity. Is aligning yourself with this multi-million-dollar corporations.
I should say techwear or what?
No,
Tay's a futuristics.
I have a futuristic.
See, but for things that make
Just made
sense.
that new
For
word.
things
What word? How would you describe Tay?
he's
I
just
don't know
like,
myself.
You really like you're aesthetically into futuristic stuff.
I like it,
So why?
but that's.
I feel like Tay,
different,
you should be pitching me NFTs right now.
Someone the other day said I'm a good salesman. I could be a good salesman.
yeah,
I
you
didn't.
probably could.
I
Sell
didn't
this
do
pen
it.
to me.
Shut the fuck out of here.
Why do people hate that line so much?
I don't hate
It's
the
so
line.
corny. It's like corny
Sell
finance
me
bros.
this pen.
Corny finance bros uses
Yeah.
that term.
Supply and demand.
That's the
dude.
thing. That's the thing with NFTs. That's the thing with that movie. That's the thing with anything related to the financial space. It's all of this cunty financial bros on Twitter, pretending like
Say
they
it
know what
again.
they're talking. Twitter, pretending that
You're
fuck
low
off.
key British. You know that.
Yeah. That's how I learn English.
I don't want to get
English
on
is
with
the
you about
Brits.
it, but
Yeah,
I
that's
do.
how-
Every time he does,
Yeah,
says
Kraken
something
calls
like,
me a red coat all the time. Piece of shit. But yeah, that's how I learn English with the Brits. But the problem with NFTs is that
I'm gonna dump Brian's
The-
tea right into the.
was he drinking tea?
you're gonna fucking
Was it coffee? Tea.
yeah, coffee.
You
Vanilla latte.
knock off these taxes, Brian.
Fucking throw my tea in the bathtub.
Dude, I'm just throwing all your products. You come home, I'm just throwing all your shit into the bathtub.
The Charlotte Tea Party. The Charlotte Tea Party.
the Charlotte massacre.
Charlotte Massacre.
Yeah. Why couldn't I say that word? I kept saying mass.
Remember 11 Assassin's Creed 3? What that DLC? Was it the main thing?
Yeah, Assassin's Creed
That was
2
the
amalgam.
British. Oh no, wait, no, that was the other one.
That
yeah.
was Assassin's Creed Syndicate was a British one.
No,
Assassin's Creed
no,
3.
not the
Was it-
British
was it
one.
3?
No,
The
the.
number 2?
Three is the
I was
Boston
thinking
Tea
of
Party.
the
Gotcha.
French one. Unity.
Unity.
Unity had
yeah.
that was the revolution, but yeah, 3 was the revolution. Dude, remember when you met George Washington?
Yeah, he was a dictator.
I forgot about that.
That's,
Yeah.
that was actually real.
Forgot
Well,
that
he
you
wanted to be
meant-
like that. King George Washington.
He didn't want to be a king, right?
Yeah. No, he
No.
wanted to be a king.
No, he didn't.
No, I don't think so.
Really?
No.
No.
He said he didn't want to be king. That's why we have two-term presidency.
Which he
Right.
Get rid of.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't think did that start.
It
Did that
didn't-
start? That didn't start at the beginning, right? Like
It
I
wasn't
think,
a law, but George Washington served 8 years.
you know,
and
you know
then-
how he died?
What?
Died the dumbest way, dude. Bloodletting.
Who the fuck?
Dude, because that's how stupid people used to be. Like, you got bad blood. Like, let's get,
Yeah,
let's
tur-
get that blood out
tuberculosis
of you.
used to be the bad thing too in 1800s.
Yeah, that's how they try to cure the plague, but they just made it worse with bloodletting.
And then he died from bloodletting. Like, they would put, like, leeches and
Literally
all
fucking bled George Washington.
My man
to
had
death.
Yeah, they
wooden
bled
teeth.
him out, dude.
Yeah.
They dried him out like a sun tomato.
What did you say, Ty?
Yeah, wooden teeth.
He did. He did have wooden teeth.
I, wonder
I
what
don't think he
sound
actually had what. Some people say he had slave teeth.
Like. That's true too.
That's
A
yeah.
lot of them used to do that. They
That
still
honestly,
do.
that sounds more realistic than fucking wooden teeth.
What kind of sick person would do that?
How do you
ever think
put
that's
someone
too
else's
far?
teeth unless he had dentures? It was dentures,
yeah,
right?
it was dentures.
They
But
get like a teeth and
What, wooden teeth?
and a hammer around it, like a teeth toy thing.
Dude,
yeah,
I would make
that's
like
exactly what it is. Yeah.
he was kind of punk. If he actually had wooden teeth, he
Kinda
copped
hard.
out. He copped out from making like actual normal teeth, dude. I would have had shark teeth up in that. I would have had George Washington may have had the first grill.
Talking about what's his name? that the white guy, that's a rapper.
Fucking riffraff.
Riff Raff.
He's so funny.
that one video where he's like,
Ha, ha.
I was like,
I
where
hate
it's
that
like, I
fucking
can't
dude.
wait to blow up and then act like I don't know anybody.
Riff Raff. Did he make Fast and Furious music?
I don't know. I have no idea.
He looked like the type of guy who would be in Fast and Furious.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised he hasn't been in it yet.
What happened to Kevin Federline? Whatever that guy name was.
Oh shit, Kevin, who?
Remember
That was he was married to
Britney
Britney Spears. He
Spears.
was a backup dancer, and then he ended up marrying Britney Spears in the early 2000s.
Are they still married?
He's with a tank top.
Yeah,
jeans, and a snapback.
dude, I remember people used to make fun of him so hard. He looked like such a
Bum.
bum. Yeah,
He does
Kevin
look like,
Federline.
he does look like an idiot.
I missed the early 2000s.
Not an idiot. I'm sorry, Kevin. That's hard. That's harsh.
Dude, he was like the original like male husband. Like,
The
when your
trophy
wife makes
husband.
way more than you.
Steve,
Dude, I would
Nicki
love.
Minaj is doing that currently.
I would love for my wife to make more money than me.
I think she married her high school boyfriend or something, high school friend,
Who
Damn.
did?
Nicki Minaj. And
The one that's a pedo.
Oh yeah.
The one
I
that's
don't
a
think so.
pedophile?
Someone else.
No, like he had like, cause he has like some kind of conviction where she couldn't do a concert because it was too close to his school.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that's
Fucking stupid.
dude.
You ever guys look at these headlines and stories and just like,
Dude, yeah, absolutely. That happened to me twice today.
really?
It's awful. Yeah. So I was gathering. First of all, theme song.
No, you knew I was clearing my voice. I was like, I'm gonna just wait for him to stop.
I was gathering like news today for like just to talk about, and I fucking I just want to talk about this because it's crazy. The headline is let me open up the top real quick. I sent it to you guys. It's from TMC, and it says 90-day fiance Stephanie Matto. I made $100K selling my farts in jars, but it's taken its toll on me.
What do you mean?
That was
She can only eat Chipotle like so many times.
Yeah,
where
that,
she's
that was the headline that I saw this morning. Wake up, go to the computer, go to like scour some news, fucking see that headline.
you
Fucking
still had like sleep in your eye, and you're
Yeah,
like, this
it's
is like one of those things where you just kind of lean onto your desk and you just kind of hold your you take a deep long breath.
Not
And
today.
like,
Not today.
If I smoke cigarettes, I would like light it and just
That Ben Affleck picture.
got on a balcony.
Not talking about, yeah.
Ryan's looking over the edge like, what's wrong with this
Dude,
world?
That is my favorite picture in the internet. Is that Ben Affleck picture? So
That was your profile picture for a long time.
It's like,
just tired,
sick of,
just fucking
I'm
tired.
sick.
what's her name?
What?
Sick of this
Just
shit.
wake up like, I'm sick of it.
It's Electra he was dating. Who were married, right?
Jennifer
Comment.
Garner, I think.
Whatever happened to Carmen Electra?
I haven't heard that in forever.
Yeah.
Carmen Electra.
Remember that movie?
Carmen
Carmen
Electra.
Electra.
Oh, you mean Electra? No,
Electra.
it was
Oh no!
hyper.
Wait, who the fuck is Carmen Electra?
Oh no, I knew you were talking about. You're talking about Electra.
I'm talking about the
the
Daredevil.
Daredevil,
That
yeah.
movie was awful.
Yeah, it was. That was pretty bad.
Dude, what? Like back in the day,
Mhm.
we're all
Yeah,
over
we're
the place.
so-
But I just want to get this out of the way before like move on. But like Ultraviolet and Electra used
Dude,
to play nonstop on FX every single day. I'd come home and be like, this again?
Epic. Yeah, every time you say Ultraviolet, it makes you laugh.
Because that's such a weird
But-
movie to remember. Ultraviolet.
Oh, that's fucking great. Anyway, so Stephanie Matto said she's earning 6 figures just from farting into jars. And so the reason why
6 figures is $1 million, right?
No, 6 figures is 100,000. 100,000. So she sets aside 2 or 3 days a week to work on her hustle, eating foods typically associated with being gassy, like beans and fiber bars.
I was about to say, what's the normal, how many she's produced these?
What'd you say?
How much are they?
I don't know. So she posted a TikTok that's like a day in the life of a girl who sells her farts in a jar.
I've seen this TikTok.
And so
Yeah.
I'll put this in the video. So she's just eating garbanzo beans and like fucking black beans and like protein powder and like fucking everything that's like fibrous and whatnot.
Who is she? Is she someone important, like in a movie or something?
She was a 90-day fiance reality TV star.
Let's say guy, short Ed is from.
Mayo
Yeah.
head.
Yeah.
So she
No neck head.
she's got a YouTube video, and I'm gonna open it just so I can like link it. See, her name is Stepanka.
What?
Stepanka. Stepanka.
That's like,
I'm pretty sure that's a
Stepanka.
place where you go in Far Cry.
Sounds like a Russian
she's like
fucking.
Ukrainian or something.
Pardon?
She's Ukrainian or whatever.
I don't know what the fuck she is. Probably.
That sounds like some Ukrainian.
But
type-
actually, we're gonna find
type.
out how much the jars are because the website is right here.
The
Okay.
website?
Yeah, where she sells them.
And do they take PayPal or
Apple Pay.
they take Apple Pay?
Can you pay by
Pay
Bitcoin?
down payments.
Oh, here's my monthly down payment bill.
For what? You look at the bank statements. What is this?
Dude, how pissed would you be? You get the box and it's broke.
No, she probably don't put a fart spray inside of them.
Ew, dude.
She puts a little rose inside the jar.
That kills the point, doesn't it?
Listen.
She
I
does-
just want to sell the fart. She's got an OnlyFans.
It could be her husband's farts.
It could be anybody's farts. I just want to see your.
Why are you
farts
guys
later.
even assuming that there's even a fart in there?
Yeah, it could be. Just,
How the hell are you gonna
Yeah.
prove?
When you open it, it just like smells a little fucking.
what do you do after it just goes away?
Yeah, you just look at it. It's like an NFT. You just
You
look at
like you don't open it. Like
Look, hot take: NFTs are more reasonable to buy than this shit.
it. Oh, absolutely. This is the same
I'd
thing as
lose my
buying
mind.
Baldo Fins.
I would lose my mind.
Bathwater.
Yeah,
if,
like
like,
the bathwater.
At that, I had to keep buying them. You open them up like, well, I
Yeah,
gotta
what
buy
if they're
another.
so good that you end up getting addicted to her fucking like fart?
Can I get them like a carton of eggs? Like just 12? Do you sell a super pack?
It's like when you open a can of tennis balls.
I know that smell.
That's a good
So
smell.
good.
Is it
Yeah,
a jar or does it have like a
It's a
seal
jar.
top?
It's a
No,
jar.
I
It's
want
like
I want a
mason
big
jar.
I want a nice like pop on it.
Yeah, I want to know how much the jars are, but I can't find it.
If she like farting, so she made 100,000.
She made 100,000
in a year.
in the first year that she made it. Yeah, fart jars. $500.
That's a PS5.
What's the perfect holiday gift this year? You ask. A beautiful package wrapped and custom made fart in a jar, starting at $500.
What kind of jar is it?
It's a bloody
Is it like a mason jar?
It's just like it's not even airtight.
Dude, it's got that cork.
Yeah.
That cork is not even going to seal that,
No,
dude.
it's not even
That's going to be
airtight.
popped, dude. That's going to be a jar like once you get it.
Yeah, it's just a jar with a fucking rose in it.
Are people really that down bad? Like, come on.
That's got to be like a 1%er.
The
That's got to.
first-
How she make? That's got to be like.
I mean, it's like if you're like
100 okay.
multi-millionaire.
So
$500
how
is
much
fucking
money is she making per month?
100. I don't know per month, but she made 100,000 a year.
A year.
So
She made 100. Let's break that math down.
I
100,000.
guess what do I have?
100,000 divided by 12.
What's that
That's
coming out? to?
800. That's $8,333.
So she is making like pretty much.
So if we divide that by 500,
About 500. Yeah.
she's making
16 orders a year.
so she's making 16 orders a month.
A month.
16 orders a month of jars.
That's like probably like round up too. Probably.
Yeah, and that's like it's like 17 orders really.
Do you think you fart 16?
That's about it. Go tell them. How many people do fart a day? What's the
Dude,
Yeah,
I, fart,
no,
I,
okay.
fart, I have IBS. I fart a lot.
Well, she doesn't have ES though.
No, she doesn't have IBS. But okay, now I gotta delete my history.
I mean,
after
16
this shit.
sales sounds. That's enough farts in a month.
Here we go with the
that's-
bro
But
science.
she
Way
does
low.
it 2 to 3 times a week, right? So in a month, she sits down and makes fart jars 2 to 3 days.
Don't
2 to
Okay,
3
the
days a
average is 5 to 15 times a day.
really.
5 to 15 times a day.
Okay,
I
so
feel like I can fill up 16 fucking. Well, she wants them to be like. I bet she wants them to be like really juicy farts. So like people get their money
sprays a
worth.
little bit in there.
The ones that sound kind of wet.
I hope she doesn't become like that. What's that guy's Nikocado avocado?
Nikocado avocado.
Where
Yeah.
he became so obsessed with what he was doing. He was eating, and he became overweight after doing it too much.
Oh,
he was,
yeah,
he was the YouTuber that kept doing mukbangs, right? He was like
Mhm.
really. I always see that comparison picture of him like really skinny,
Look at his
Yeah.
first
and like
video.
it's like 2015, and then if you do current day, after like doing 6 years of that,
It's so disheartening. to
So
look at.
he's definitely playing a character in terms of personality, but I feel like he did it for so long that he completely lost himself.
Yeah,
in the sauce.
he's gone. He's
Yeah.
not the same guy from the first video.
No, it's
He's-
crazy.
He's going through a lot mentally.
Yeah.
He's trying to play it off. He's not.
I fucking
He's
bet.
in-
Shit's awful.
He's
nah,
insane.
I've seen he's definitely doing a character when he does like the whole like little bits that he do.
Yeah.
Because
So-
he'll take like he'll be like eating all this and then he'll just like randomly get mad and take a big broom and start smacking it. It's kind of funny. Like
It's not
Meat
funny.
Canyon did a cartoon on him.
Who?
And then did Meat Canyon, the guy who makes like the really gross
Oh.
videos and stuff.
Looks like candy.
He does like a secondary channel where he shows him drawing and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Dude's great. I really like his videos. But like he was like going over because Nick Avocado did a reaction to one of his to his cartoon talking about him, and he was like explaining like, yeah, obviously this is a character and everything, but I think the dude just probably just got overweight over time. Just
4
like
years.
Like unhealthy like eating habits and all that stuff.
He's literally killing himself.
Oh yeah, he's gonna die prematurely.
That's why I say
for sure.
hope she doesn't become like the money becomes so excessive and demand becomes so excessive. Like
Well,
she has to.
That's the thing. So she landed in the hospital. She almost landed in the emergency room.
No way, she actually was doing it.
Well, because she was eating so much fiber. She ate so many fiber bars that she had like compacted poop.
Can you play the rock? It's all about the grind song.
It built it up. They had to take surgery to get it out of her.
No. She ended up being fine. She ended up being okay. But she ate too much fiber. So now it's just going to be a side hustle. Whenever she's out for it, she's going to be selling farts in a jar. But I just thought it was fascinating that someone made $100,000.
Only, I don't want to say it. Never mind.
Yeah, it's only that's a thing. That's a market that only women can really target.
Women can do that.
Which make your bag, but also, hey, don't buy $500 worth of farts. Just saying.
We already lost. We're already down one bit. Being born as a man, it ain't fair.
Capitalism has ruined all of us.
What is it? What do they call that on Twitter? Pretty girl perks or whatever. What is it
called? Pretty privilege.
Pretty privilege. That's what it is.
Pretty girl perks.
Which is a real thing.
It is a real
that does
thing.
happen.
You even did it. Everyone does it.
Yeah. And so I've literally, this is a comment, Joey Smith, 22 hours ago. When did this video come out? Oh, this video got uploaded 2 days ago. I literally had a fart fetish for about 10 years now, and I always got off over you talking about farts or farting. I can't believe you're doing this.
Is this the top comment?
No, this is
this is vile. That comment section destroyed.
How greasy this fucking thing is. That's gross.
What's crazy?
Whoever buys this is down tremendously.
Dude, that's bedrock down.
What do you do for a living? I'm in the gas industry.
I mean, respect the fetish, but don't buy it.
Yeah, it's interesting. So that was the first thing that I absorbed into my eyes this morning was this fucking article. So I mean, shout out to you, Stepanka.
What the hell is this show turned into?
Yeah, it's just, I love that people are comfortable with their fetish. We're in a sexual awakening era. I don't think I don't think 10 years ago people would have been commenting about their.
I think people need to go back to sleep.
Twitter.
People need to go back to sleep, bro.
The freaking just ruined everyone's lives. The pandemic.
Yeah.
It just
People came
pandemic dissolved all social conventions.
Learn new things. And
People learn too much about themselves.
You just spend fucking 24 hours locked in a house. You're gonna learn some shit about yourself. You're gonna be jerking off to the Smurfs, and if you do it long enough.
What are Smurfs?
I don't know. It's just the first thing that came to my mind. So anyway, that was it.
What's next on the Rofer Report?
This is actually more gaming news. So we all know Final Fantasy XIV is an extremely popular big jump, and it's extremely popular RPG or MMORPG. They literally had to stop selling the game for the indefinite future because the game came out. So
pause.
Yeah.
Reverse that. What?
Yeah, they had to.
Okay, what game was this for?
Final Fantasy XIV.
The online,
the MMORPG.
How do you stop selling a digital game?
No,
they just stopped. They just take it out.
I can't believe they made Final Fantasy an NFT where they.
I'm assuming you mean the physical copies, right? Because it's physical.
All of it. So they took it out of the digital stores. It's a gradual process, but they're taking it off digital stores, and they're taking it off physical stores as well. They're not taking them off. They're just making them unavailable for purchase. And the reason why that happens is because when Endwalker came out, the player base jumped so high that they couldn't handle the server load. Square Enix has been scrambling for the last 2 weeks since Endwalker came out to accommodate all of the players that actually want to play the game. And so their servers have been overloaded, and their players are encountering a bug called the 2002 error, which when you're waiting in the queue, some of these queues can be 4,000 people. When it launched, I was waiting for 4,000 people to join the queue ahead of me so that I could join the queue. But then the error code kicked in, the error 2002, and then it kicked me off of the queue. So I had to start the queue over again at 6,000.
That's about as long as a PS5 line.
How the hell does that
What'd you say?
happen when GTA Online stuff happen, exist? Like,
So, but the problem with that is that the server load is very specific. It's a very specific like set of servers that house all of the data for these games in the Square Enix building. And so, what the amount of players that are trying to hop into the game after people like Atrioc, I said Atrioc.
Wait, Atrioc is the guy from Halo.
No, there's a streamer called Atrioc.
Oh, okay.
There's a Warcraft streamer.
You want to talk?
Halo.
What you reading Batman Beyond last night?
No, I was reading Superman for your information. I was like, did you read Superman?
Oh,
Superman Beyond.
Wait.
It's in the future of the Batman Beyond timeline.
Oh, was Beyond was in there?
But Superman was in it. Yeah, Superman.
Oh, I thought you were reading the
Superman Immortal.
Dude, Batman Beyond always got beef with the Justice League.
Yeah, that's what he said in that issue.
Dude, like, there were no issues I read.
Batman's like,
he was
"Don't
always
fuck with us
fighting like
kids."
the Justice League. And they were annoying too.
That's what Batman said.
In his way.
Batman like,
Fucking right.
Don't talk to us fucking guys.
Yeah. They're a bunch of little twinks like just busting up Batman's vibe. I hate it.
It's fucking funny. So anyway, but like Final Fantasy 14, because of people like Asmongold who jumped into the ship, they got a massive viewership on Twitch. Now there's a massive influx of new players.
That's insane.
Coming into the game to the point where they literally had to stop selling
You're
the
like,
game.
chill out for a bit.
Yeah, they made so much money selling this fucking game that they literally had to stop.
Just shoveling it.
It's
Scrooge
like-
McDuck's bank balls. They jumping into a bunch of gold coins.
But
I'm sure there's some small Japanese man in a massive server room just getting melted
just
to death,
fucking crying.
trying to like fix the server.
So Joshi to say that until they figure out the server congestion issues, they're gonna stop all sales of the game. Can't buy it anymore until it's figured out. But they're giving players like 21 extra days of free game time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think they should just. I know this is weird, but cut the game off for a while.
That's what I think should happen. Like they should kind of like just take
wait.
a week off and like add more bandwidth.
Take the game offline.
Yeah, but don't charge them for it.
Just give them whatever amount of time is.
Yeah,
is
but
on.
they would lose so much money
No, I
if
think
they
they'll
did something
come
like
back
that.
for that. I'm pretty sure the fans will understand what's happening.
Well, if the game is that big and there's that many players trying to get off, if they took it offline, that'd be insane.
Well, the thing is that like the Square Enix has had a really good record of communicating with the Final Fantasy 14 fans, and so the Final Fantasy 14 fans are actually being really understanding about the situation. And the majority of like the reception has been positive to whatever's been happening. They just did not expect the game to shoot off the way that it did. And so, but the Error 2002 bug, which is like the big thing because it's what kicks you out of the queue and then puts you back in at the last place in the queue. Is it's a bug that's been in the game since the original 1.0 release that they just didn't catch. Because once the player servers get overloaded, the servers start trying to kick off players that are inactive.
Yeah.
I think that's how it works. Starts kicking off players. And so if you're in the queue, it registers you as a player, kicks you off the queue. And so they're working on fixing that in a patch that's coming in December 21st. And then for the foreseeable future, you won't be able to try out the game. Free trials are cut off. Purchasing is cut off. It's still gradual, so you're going to be able to find a code somewhere online until like maybe like a few weeks from now. But just
I bet they're like $10,000 right now, right?
No, actually, because not a lot of places sell it. I guess scalpers are gonna.
No, I mean like eBay, like someone is making the bag
Probably.
off that code right now.
Yeah, probably.
If they came out and said like, "Hey guys, you need like a month to fix this." I'd be fine if I was
A month?
That's the thing,
Dude, the world lost its mind when Fortnite went offline for like a day.
I mean,
but
they don't have priorities. I'm fine with like they showed me good support for the game previously.
Yeah,
and they need work to fix the game because people want to play it. I'd be fine for.
So this is not
Me too.
really.
Me too.
Is this really like too high of a sales, or is this more of like this server just can't handle that many players?
The game sold so well that it couldn't handle the influx of new players.
I feel like this is more of a server thing.
Yeah,
No, it is a server.
I
thing.
get it. Like they have it just it's just a new influx of players.
Yeah.
But the game, I don't think it's like world renowned that popular.
Dude, the game Final Fantasy 14 is
massive,
incredibly popular.
But this game, like the history of this game was pretty weird, right? Like wasn't the game so poorly real?
That was Skyrim.
No.
No, Skyrim.
Yeah, Skyrim.
Or
Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls Online. Same thing happened to Elder Scrolls Online, but Final Fantasy 14, when it first came out, was dog shit.
Yeah, like
it was
it
bad.
was so bad, right?
It was almost unplayably bad. And so they brought in Yoshida, which is the guy that's been working on Final Fantasy 14 for the last like 7 or 8 years. Or like 6 years, however long they've been active. They brought Yoshida, who was a game designer for other Final Fantasy series. And he essentially rescued the game. They took it off the servers, and then he made Final Fantasy 14 A Realm Reborn, which is just an overhaul of the entire game.
They took the original game offline, right?
And then they just completely caught it off the servers.
Like, how long was it online? And then how long?
It was like a year.
It was like only because I remember it was like it was only online for like a year, and then they just took it off.
They just stopped it.
It's pretty much what happened with Cyberpunk and the Sony stores. Like they just pulled it.
Yeah.
You just couldn't.
You couldn't play it. You couldn't buy it. The game was so unbelievably broken. And then they released A Realm Reborn, which in the story it's like you had the original launch of the game, and then there was like a world-ending calamity, and then like. That's what's A Realm Reborn after the world-ending calamity.
Just a hard reboot, or not a soft reboot.
They just rebooted the game entirely.
Crisis.
And so ever since then, Final Fantasy 14, because it got really good reviews after the revival, and it has been consistently getting better and better in terms of storytelling. A lot of people claim Final Fantasy 14 to be the best Final Fantasy game in terms of story, because the writing is so expansive and it's such good world building.
Even in 4. Even Final Fantasy 4?
I never played Final Fantasy 4.
Who played Final Fantasy?
You mean
When's
7?
that game coming? Like in the 86?
Like
93?
Well, they played on a Game Boy Advance?
No.
Oh, it was an NES.
Dude, imagine back in the day though, you just having like a Game Boy Advance game, and it's like the character like it's like it's 6-bit,
awesome,
and you're like, damn, the writing in this game is so good.
Yeah. It is, dude. I missed like Game Boy Advance game aesthetics. I missed them so much. They were so much fun.
That's the greatest handheld of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't miss it, dude. I remember playing Son of Goku.
Yeah,
and that game was I could not figure out what the hell like it's like all the all the pixels
like
and stuff like
RPG,
you just couldn't tell what the fuck you couldn't tell if you were on a hill going down what a rock was.
Dude, there's some fantastic like pixel art.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for pixel art.
I love a good. My favorite thing is to emulate Game Boy Advance games because you can play them like really high end resolution and with like AI enhancements. It just looks super fucking.
I remember we were playing Sonic Mania.
Yeah.
And me, Byron saw what's that ice level called? Something. It was an ice level. And me and him was like gushing over it. Jordan's on the computer like, what are you guys gushing for? You don't remember that?
You
didn't get it.
Yeah, judgmental as fuck.
It was Sonic Mania?
Yeah. Press Garden is a snow level. And we meet Byron like, holy shit, this is beautiful.
Dude, they were looking at like 6 pixels. And they're like, whoa, look at these squares move around.
About the pixel.
And he was like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
You don't remember that?
Judgmental prick.
Yeah, Unreal Graphics.
I was sitting there on a computer, and they're looking at a 40-year-old console, like, whoa! But let them be happy, you know.
Yeah, no, I agree. I love pixel art in games. Sprite work in games is so good.
Yeah.
One of my favorite games for the Switch is Celeste, which is a great like 16-bit.
What is it?
Game.
Dead Cells looks awesome.
Dead Cells also looks really good. I love that art style.
Me too.
But anyway, yeah. So Final Fantasy 14, incredibly popular game, way more popular internationally than you give it credit for.
What I don't doubt that, but like the only thing I'm challenging here is it was because what I was trying to get to is like when was this server, when was this already put back online?
This server,
the Reborn.
Well,
I'm trying to figure out what their
There's been 4 expansions since.
I know, but I'm trying to figure out what their base plate was for their server capacity. Because they probably never expected it to get this large. And that's what I'm just saying is like, they probably only had like, let's say like 100,000 servers or something for that. Like
they kind of knew. They even expanded their servers before the launch of Endwalker.
So they just had such a high influx of players.
They couldn't literally could not keep up.
Something can't predict either.
Yeah,
honestly.
It was like because they saw the pre-orders and they were like, oh shit, we got to increase our fucking bandwidth, and they actually delayed the launch 1 week to accommodate for the extra bandwidth.
And it still wasn't enough.
I wish I was still. I can't play MMOs like that no more.
Yeah, dude, they're so much fun. I haven't been able to sink a lot of time into it, but like I miss them so badly.
A lot of time.
Yeah.
You know, when I was a kid, I really wanted to get into WoW.
Yeah, I couldn't do WoW.
That's when I played with DC Universe Online.
I played that one too.
That is still wild. I've never even seen gameplay of this. That's wild to me that there's a MMO of like DC.
It's
characters.
not bad. It's weird, but it's not bad. So yeah, that's Final Fantasy 14, and then Square Enix more negatively in the news again. This happened like a couple of weeks ago, but it like sparked a couple of interesting questions for me. Final Fantasy 7 Intergrade, which is the Final Fantasy 7 remake with the Juffy.
This is
DLC.
the Final Fantasy remake. It's Final Fantasy 7, right?
Yeah. Final Fantasy 7 remake.
Yeah,
but it has the DLC for Yuffie.
Right, the
DLC.
Yeah.
Which is fine, whatever. It's coming to PC, which we all knew that it was going to happen after like the first year of exclusivity. The only problem is that the price tag for Final Fantasy VII in the Epic Store got marked as $70 for the full price of the release, and people were pissed about it. And so Square Enix removed the price tag from the store, and it's unclear whether they're removing the price tag, to sort of like stave off the backlash, or to like make it a little bit easier for them to handle PR-wise, or if they're actually planning on changing the price of the game.
This is the first PC game to come out at $70, right?
It's the first. It's the first PC game to come out at $70. Square Enix set the price themselves, so it's not like it's any of the storefront's fault or whatever. But considering that the base game is like $40 at this point, and then with the DLC,
that's what I'm gonna ask. Okay,
with the DLC, it's at $60 because the DLC is $20. And then if you upgrade from the PS4 version to the PS5 version, the upgrade for the base game is free, and the DLC is only $15 to upgrade. So no matter how you cut it, a game that's been out on console for a little over a year.
It'll be 2 years next year.
2 years next year. It's cheaper in console than it is on PC released 2 years after the fact.
Yeah.
And so people are saying like you can't justify a $70 price tag, especially not with the state of the industry at this point.
It should be $60 if it's including DLC.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, it should be like 50 or 60. It should be the same price as the console market.
Right. It should have. Well, I don't know why the upcharge.
It's just because they can.
But
there's no real excuse for it.
So wait. So the base game is how much?
The base game is 30 used and 40 new.
No, from like the PC one.
Oh no! There's no base game for PC,
including the DLC with it.
Oh, yeah, so you have to, no matter what, if you want to get the PC version of Final Fantasy VII Remake, you have to pay $70 because it's coming with the.
The real
so that's how they're gonna justify the $70 is because you're getting DLC.
The $70 is still wrong.
But they can justify it, and this is why they got the backlash, because with the DLC in console the game is only $60.
It should be $60.
Yeah, that's.
So the question is, are we like in a time in gaming where game developers and publishers specifically can charge $70 for the game for AAA titles?
Yeah.
But is that something that like as an audience or a consumer, are we okay with that at this point in time?
For me, I already made my point like a year ago. It's something you can't argue against. I'm surprised it's happening now. It should have happened way time ago.
I totally agree.
See like GTA 5's numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course. But I'm not gonna. It's something I'm not gonna argue against.
Yeah.
It just make my purchase more valuable. Like for example, Battlefield 5.
Yeah.
What is it? Battlefield
2042.
If I had at least played it more before buying it, I wouldn't buy it. So for me, it kind of felt like I wasted $7 on a game.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just gotta be more selective with your prices. But I don't hate the $7 price.
See, I don't hate it either. I think that the only thing that I hate is that we're in an environment where there's subscriptions.
Yeah.
There's battle passes. There's
I don't like none of that shit.
Additional content attached to your price tag. So like Halo has all of that, but their multiplayer is entirely free. Mm-hmm. So like you don't have to spend money to get in the game.
Now I tell you this: does it feel kind of like bare bones without the content you want?
No, because it's all cosmetic.
Okay.
And you can unlock, while the progression is difficult in comparison to buying it, the 343 has been making changes to progression so that you can level up quicker, and you can essentially unlock everything through gaming, through like playing for it.
Warframe.
But that's more like, that's if you have the battle pass, really.
That's it. Yeah. If you have the battle pass, which is like $10 per season. Yeah. Which isn't horrible.
No, $10 is pretty fair.
I still hate that shit.
It's a game as a service. It's a
you got to put your time into it. It should be, if you get a battle pass, it should stay there instead of like making it go away, like cosmetics and stuff.
Yeah, but you got to pay.
I think the cosmetics
if they're
do stay.
constantly updating the game and they're adding new content in, you're paying. It
That
is.
shit's a
I know what
gimmick,
you.
yo.
Well, here's the issue: is like, the issue with battle passes now. I'm fine with whatever as long as if this makes the game. Jesus Christ, Brian, please take that off. It's making me laugh so much.
I posted last night too.
I saw it.
If the game comes out and it is making a game have a battle pass extends the life of that game for 3-4 years past its expiration, that's fine.
It's only cosmetics.
It's only cosmetics.
That's not extending the game though. They just look prettier.
I know,
So-
but they're with that. If they're updating a battle pass, it's typically they're adding new maps and stuff like that too. There's still free elements into the game. The issue I have right now is I don't have a time. When you pay for a battle pass, you like have the chance to unlock all these like cosmetics.
Mhm.
The issue with battle passes now is they're so hard to grind through
Yeah.
that it's not. I could have just paid the $10 and would have just unlocked all those items, whatever. That would have been almost fairer than what me like paying $10 and not getting any of those items. That
Yeah.
is the issue right now. So they need to make these battle passes be able to be completed within the whatever time span, or be able to like maybe like throw out an idea here, select certain items from it, like let's say 5 items that will just never go away, and you could just grind up.
Just a grind up time.
That'd be like a compromise that I'll be willing to do, but that's the issue I have with it right now. It's like it's kind of unfair. Which I mean, granted, Halo is making their way through. They're kind of updating.
They're listening to the fan base. They're like saying like, listen, experience is really hard to come by. We get that. We're making easier challenges, and then we're making XP. We're making games be worth more when you log in to play.
I heard the progression system was bad in this game.
Yeah. And they've actually changed a lot because I play like 3 games a day, and I level up pretty much once every single time.
Yeah, so they've changed it now. So it was out for like 2 weeks, and I think you only got like 50 XP per match,
and
that
you
was
need 1,000 to level up.
And yeah, so you would, or it was like 100 or something per match.
100 for the first.
It was like
one, and
50
then
at first for like a few days, and people complained, and then they changed it to 100, which it would turn into you had to play 20 games a day to get one level. But now it's you play 6 games, which is the average amount of time people usually play, and you get one. That's one level right there.
One level guaranteed.
But that's just playing the game. There's also challenges which you could basically do while you're playing the game, and then also get XP from those, which is good.
So Halo Infinite has the most forgivable battle pass I think that I've seen, or the one that I'm like the most agreeable with.
Yeah. Because like when I played Apex, I would play. Dude, I would put hours. I mean, I would play a battle pass maybe 40, 50 hours.
Yeah, I'm getting nothing.
And I would get to level 50.
Well, it's also how the game is constructed too, because you die once, you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You can't really like fast pace the games.
Yeah. But that's the base of the game. That's the service of the game. Is like that's the thrill of it. That's in the game design.
No, but the battle pass configuration doesn't align itself with that mode of gameplay.
Right.
Because the games are so long.
Yeah.
And slow.
And slow, yeah. So yeah, but like I agree with you. Like a game like 2042, where I pay $70 for the game, shouldn't lock anything behind a paywall. Shouldn't absolutely lock anything behind a paywall.
What was locked behind a paywall?
No, he just saying.
I'm just saying like games like that, games with that price point.
Yeah.
Battle passes are almost. I hate the idea of a battle pass for a game like 2042, where I've already paid full price for the game, and now I have to pay more money to potentially unlock everything.
Well, that's kind of like how games do it now. Like a lot of old games that have like kind of died off, and they kind of want to revive it. So let's say I'm going to take. There's no hate on Rocket League, but I'm going to take Rocket League as an example. The game came out when 2014.
Yeah.
Extended past its life. It still had a pretty good player base. Then they changed up and went to free to play, and now they have a battle pass that you can pay for updated content and stuff. So a lot of games that I've seen now that's what they do. It's like after they extend way past their life, they'll go to free to play, kind of like PUBG just did.
Yeah.
And then do
and that
battle
is
passes.
fine, because if you're trying to extend the life product of a game and you're trying to get new player bases, it totally makes sense to switch your business model.
It's kind of bullshit though. If I already paid my money and then
but what you just paid was like an early investor fee, essentially. Right. You adopted the game early. which doesn't justify it. But after 7 years of a game, makes sense that they would go free to play. My problem is with Call of Duty games, where there are not only cosmetic variations of weapons, but also like actual weapons that are unlocked through the payment method.
I don't think
Call of Duty used to do that. Call of Duty, you can literally buy
absolutely
guns.
they used to do that, and that was before kind of like the Wild West of like, I would say like before Battlefront 2, that was more accepted. Like
we just, it wasn't more accepted. We just didn't get angry enough about it until Battlefront 2.
That was the
EA,
breaking point.
Battlefront 2, right?
Battlefront 2 is like
wasn't that really bad?
Yeah. So
awful.
the game came out and it was
broken, unfinished, and you had to pay to play. You had to pay.
Pay to win. I mean, you would pay to get a better player, which is completely unfair. But that's how games were before that incident. Before players just completely was like, we're not playing this shit, and then it just crashed that game.
Yeah.
That was like finally the turning point, and that's when players really spoke up about it. And then with I think a lot of with the EA was getting in trouble legally.
Oh yeah,
and
the loot boxes.
I think Overwatch.
Any game with loot boxes was getting in trouble.
Eventually, it finally like got overwhelmed and it exploded, which definitely needed to happen.
Hell yeah, it got considered as gambling.
Yeah, it is gambling. So okay, that being said, about like that's in a case where you're buying a brand new game, releases on PC and console at the same time. I think the reason why people are so annoyed at Final Fantasy VII is because the game came out 2 years ago and is already available cheaper in another system. And now they want to charge you simply because they're taking the game and porting it over to PC.
I wish people have the same fucking energy with Nintendo.
Yeah. Nintendo needs to be called out a lot.
I was buying a Nintendo game for Aja.
Which one?
Last week. I just say I didn't pay anything over 50.
Yeah.
Because I'm not paying fucking Breath of the Wild Mario Odyssey for $60. Are you kidding
Still
me?
60, yeah.
Great
well,
fucking
I
game,
bought it was like it was 2 years ago or something. Me and Tay wanted to play Mario Party, Super Mario Party, and we went to Best Buy, and the game had been out for like since the Switch launch. Yeah, and I paid $60 for that freaking game.
Yeah,
Nintendo
needs to chill out.
No, the thing is they can get away with it. Yeah. That's the problem because people will fucking buy it. Same with with the Final Fantasy thing. I don't know. It's gonna be fucking modded and
they don't have like
pirated anyways.
Yeah,
they should be $60 though. I don't think
that's my thing. So that's like kind of the question that I'm asking. It's like when it, like a PC game at full release, full launch, maybe I'm fine with it that it's $70. Yeah. But something that's been ported.
Yeah, that's
something
not right.
like that should be whatever the market price for the game is, and the other.
I think a lot of PCs players didn't expect it to ever go to $70 though. It seemed like a lot of PC players were pretty angry.
Well, PC players like tend to pay $20 per game anyway.
Yeah,
I don't really know the PC shit. Yeah. I'm not like I do.
Well, like think about it. Like when you go on Steam, like there's always a Steam sale running. It's always like
but that's a port game. Like it was like literally released 2 years ago.
Yeah,
really, and it shouldn't be $70. That's not right.
But it's coming from a third AAA developer.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I mean. But it does matter because that's how they're. I'm not defending them, but that's how they're trying. I see how they're trying to justify.
They're using DLC to justify it.
Yeah, which is stupid because it's like a full package release, but once you don't have the pre-order bonuses that you had during the release, which could be an enticing thing.
But wouldn't Call of Duty just do the exact same thing though? Like you would pay $60 for a Call of Duty game or $70. I think Cold War came out $70 on PC, right?
No, it didn't.
60.
It came out 60.
The $7 was the upgrade. Next gen upgrade,
but it's not doing it for $PC.
No. If you have to unlock.
That's how you're unlocking like ray trace.
Yeah,
like ray trace options, $10.
So like the $70 are for PS5 games.
Yeah.
But PC games they're kind of locked in the quality that they're gonna get. There's no reason.
I was gonna say they should all be 60.
They honestly, well, here's the thing: like they should have been the first ones to jump because they're always a way higher spec.
That's actually a lie.
Yeah.
What a 3090 is better or not as good as a
specs.
Now, dude, you know what percentage base accounts for people that have 3090s? 2%.
2%.
2% of PC players have 3090s. You know what percentage of PC players has something like a 2080 Ti or a 2080 even regular? 5%.
No, really?
Yeah, most of the player base on a PC is playing on medium settings.
Laptops or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's
laptop. I don't.
This shit's over exaggerated.
Mm-hmm. PC players are a huge base of gaming.
Yeah.
But PC players that have the access to play games at ultra quality settings with all the specs blown out to hell are like maybe 6% of players.
It's accessible than ever, but not everyone can afford that shit.
It's expensive, especially now with the chip shortage, or with the silicon shortage. Sorry. So that's kind of like the thing about fucking Final Fantasy VII. It's just like it's been released. We should get it for whatever the base price. And I think that's kind of my gripe with this idea of charging more for something that's already been released.
I mean, I would defend it here if they gave you the option. They didn't give you the option here to pay for base game.
For base game or DLC, they're just pushing it as a single package, which is a problem.
Yeah, that's the problem.
But even with the DLC, if you gave him the option, how did you justify charging an extra $10 for DLC that's $20 anywhere else?
I think they try to speed up this process. I think if they would have released a new game, it would have been a standard 70.
I think so. I think so too. They just saw PS5 do, because they're mostly a Sony company. Yeah. They publish in Sony for most of the time. They probably just saw that they can charge $70.
It was 2K that did it first.
But it was coming.
Yeah,
we all speculated at that point. But because technically it should have went to $70 when we got Xbox One and PS4.
Yeah, it was going to.
It should have.
The only reason it didn't is because they lagged so long on the 360 era. Because it was because a generation is like 5 years,
6 years max,
and then we had that generation for 7 or 8 years.
We had like a 9-year generation.
Hated with the Xbox generation. That's one of the first generations where I felt like we need to move on.
Oh, the after the 360.
Yeah, I was getting like people are getting really. I mean, GTA 5 came out and it was like just couldn't. Yeah. I mean, consoles were like exploding when that game came out.
That's the generation I felt like shit. I need a PS4 now.
PS4 I need killed it in that generation. Yeah. I was really sad about my Xbox One buy after playing a PS4. Anyway, that being said, that's kind of all I have to say about Final Fantasy VII and Square Enix. I just think the price tag is crazy, and I'm interested to see what pattern that brings to other games.
It's going to be definitely interesting for the future with just what. So we're future proofing right now. Mm-hmm. So let's say 5-6 years, it goes up to 80. What point does it hit where people are like, this game is not worth my investment into it?
It's already like that now, for me at least. But I would tell you to argue this, games were actually higher back in the day compared to.
Oh yeah, they were like
NES games like $100 fucking.
Yeah. But I'm saying when's it going to hit that cap where single player games or you have to have a full blast package for me to put all this money down. Let's say the games go up to $100. Yeah, that's a standard thing.
Absolutely will not buy any AAA title.
That's like one game a year probably for me.
Yeah, exactly. And then, but then if this could be really hurting like single player games because that game is $100. But then on the other hand, you have free to play service games where you could just jump into another game free. You don't have to pay anything. There's an option to pay something. Yeah. When are we going to hit that point? Because that is definitely going to come. So let's say God of War came out. It's like $120. You're just playing. It's just single player. There might be some extra bullshit in there. There's no multiplayer. When is that going to be? What price are you not willing to pay to jump into
Santa Monica? But y'all gonna like.
So how much are you willing to pay versus how much you're not willing to pay?
I'm willing to pay $70 for the new God of War.
Okay, what about $80? Would you pay $80 to play God of War?
Cutting it.
That's cutting it? Yeah. And then $90 is just no-go.
Absolutely not going to buy it.
Yeah. And I feel like we're eventually going to hit that point, and what the issue is, like, that could just be the death of single player.
No, but I don't think that's going to happen, and this is why. We have subscription services now.
Yeah. But you can't prescription service a single player game.
Yeah, you can. Xbox Game Pass, PS Now.
PlayStation's about to do it soon.
What PlayStation's about to do that Tay made a video on. Yeah. You gonna make a video on it?
Tweeted out.
I swear to God, I saw a video.
I just made a thumbnail thing.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
So they're doing it. So like, if a game is $120, but Xbox Game Pass is $30 a month, what do they make more money out of? They make more money out of the $30 a month.
We
predicted this literally years ago.
Yeah, it's the Netflix boom of gaming.
Yeah. We are entering into a very weird time.
That's what people were scared about.
Yeah. This is the point in time where...
Damn, this should have been the main topic right here. Fine.
This is the point in time where consumers need to be really critical about what they're buying.
Exactly, about to say that.
And what they're purchasing and what they're subscribing to.
Because when they see the numbers, they're not going to stop.
Xbox Game Pass is a really good value for what you get.
Okay, Phil Spencer.
No, but I'm serious. Xbox Game Pass is a really good value because you get a lot of Final Fantasy games. You get a lot of like really great single player games that I wouldn't have bought.
They like demos too.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Like I wouldn't have bought a lot of the games that I've played on Xbox Game Pass, but I got to experience them because of Game Pass. Same with PS Now. They do add a lot of value, but...
So are we going to enter into a cable version
this is the Netflix boom of streaming.
But we're almost even... This for games, we're entering it. But for streaming services, we are now reverted. We're going to revert into cable.
I love someone made a tweet. We call this like literally 6 years
dude,
ago.
I sound crazy when I tell people. I tell people at work about this.
Yeah.
I'll just look at them and be like, look, we had cable. We had like Netflix. Now we're just going to go back to cable when people start bundling all
Package
these
deals.
because there's too many streaming services.
There's too many.
No one's going to pay $8 for Paramount Plus to get.
But the thing is,
look at the dog talking.
The difference with gaming though, Microsoft would not put Game Pass on PlayStation.
I know, but like I'm saying, like there's a third party that does conjunction with them, or God forbid. But here's the issue: it's not going to be Microsoft. It's going to be individual studios.
I don't think that's going to happen.
They're going to come out with their. Well, Ubisoft is already doing it.
Yeah. Okay.
Like they're you see it.
You see the pattern.
They're coming out. There's like EA service. There's Ubisoft. There's Square Enix. There's whatever.
I hope that as gamers, people can see how bullshit that is.
They're idiots. We're all dumb.
We're always vocal about the shit online and like we're doing that, but no one actually fucking supports
it's gonna have to take a lot to like actually change. But we can't really. We're just in a changing time right now.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can really do. This is just a passage of time, and we're just watching it get reshaped, and we're in a weird meta space where it's just kind of like we're waiting around for it to get like barbecue sauce. What was that? Sweet Baby Ray's. We got the Sweet Baby Ray's over there cooking. The Sweet Baby Ray's over here.
What?
I put the Sweet. You never seen that video? He just kept talking. He was doing a Facebook Live video. And he was grilling, and he just kept saying "Sweet Baby Ray's." Like, someone comped it, and it was like 12 times in a row. Where he just kept saying the "Sweet Baby Ray's."
That man's a lizard.
Yeah,
that dude is a lizard person.
He crawled out of the ground.
The Hollow Earth.
Him and Hillary Clinton, like up there plotting with their lizard hands.
Why Clinton?
Hillary Clinton.
You never heard that? People call Hillary Clinton a lizard person. I've seen like a YouTube video where there's like she like blinked like this, like from the side.
Fucking stupid.
But we're in a weird space where everything's getting kind of changed up, and it seems like we're definitely your wallet's going to be in pain no matter what. We're going to be paying a lot more money than what you're not going to get any more bang for your buck for right now. We don't, because people can't really call out the bullshit that we're about to experience. And we're going to go through.
Nobody listens.
I'm predicting it right now. We're about to go through some hard financial times on this, on these services, because we're definitely going to get gypped on this.
Well, look at the things. Look at the common themes going on. Cybercurrency. What is it? Cryptocurrency.
Cryptocurrency. Yeah.
NFTs. Yeah. Streaming services. Digital gaming. They're all in the same fucking.
Reminds me of Ubisoft with the fucking NFT bullshit. Yeah. That just announced.
Right.
We're in a digital age now.
Don't buy it. Don't support it.
I swear to God, don't fucking pay that. Because when they see numbers there, other companies gonna fucking do it too. And all this bitching you guys doing online.
This is the thing, dude. Like, I feel like we're going into. It's just a future that we're just gonna sound like old men at this point. We're going into a future that we don't want, but I don't think we can really stop the NFT bullshit.
Yeah,
they're gonna come up with some kind of like green way to do it. I'm just saying, like, probably like killing the earth is not the best way to go about doing it. Yeah. But I'm telling you, like, NFTs shit is not going away. Everything's just going to get put. Everything is getting put online. Like, that is the new.
Let's talk about it. Is NFT similar to a keychain in a battle pass?
Yeah, technically. So, if you were the only person who had if they made one item in a game and only one person could have it, that technically is an NFT. But that's what I don't get.
That's the thing for gaming, and this is where I lose my shit, because for gaming, NFTs, the concept of an in-game item that only very few people can have, is not fucking new. It's not new. Did you play CSGO? Did you play CSGO? Did anyone watch CSGO happen? Anybody watch Steam items happen throughout the entire time that we've had PC gaming? They just attach a fucking code to a piece of item that says this item cannot be replicated in game, and you can fucking sell it. You can sell it.
Wait, they were like individual?
Yeah.
I thought they was like just rare items. I thought someone could have the same skin.
They make a very limited amount of them.
Right. So it's not but the cost of just if you had the only one in like take an example for this. Remember when Halo 3 came out and only devs could have flaming helmets?
Yeah.
That was the most sought after fucking thing in the world.
But you can do that without an NFT. You can just make one item and just in the code.
I don't know enough about like NFTs to where like why you have to data mine a particular code unless. Damn, we need to bring it. Can we get an expert on NFTs to come in here?
No, I should get one for the show. But you want to know why NFTs don't make sense? Because it's fucking bullshit. It's a scam. It doesn't matter.
It is a scam.
It does sound like a scam. Because it does sound like
that's what
to me.
Loud. He's complicated.
They make it complicated so that people don't have the brain power to understand.
That's what I'm trying to understand. It's like make it make sense. Make it make sense.
It doesn't make sense because it's stupid.
Yeah.
That's
it
the
is
point.
Stupid. Yeah.
And people buying it, I have no idea why people.
The technology is cool. The idea of making digital art scarce. The idea of making digital art scarce is cool because then digital artists like you and myself can make money the same way that traditional artists do.
But I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is the value in that one code.
It's just to have it. It's like crap.
It's scarcity. It's just like you said. You know when we were seeking out the fucking flame helmet in Halo 3?
Right.
Why did we want that?
Because no one else could get it.
Exactly.
And you just flex on. It's just flexing rights.
Exactly.
That's it. I just want to flex on these
What does it do to you as the character? Nothing.
It's fucking FOMO.
But the one thing I've heard about the NFTs is not really about the fucking code or anything. It's more or less what I've heard is
it's about selling it again.
Well, no, it's about people buy the shit so they can go to these exclusive yacht parties or whatever.
And what? Show it on their phone?
No, it's like he has that. He paid like this much money. You can start getting invited into like these like high echelon class parties or whatever.
Anybody that is buying NFTs,
that's what I heard.
Here, look, I guarantee
that makes more sense than buying a stupid code.
Elon Musk's gonna make one in upcoming months.
Gary V's already making a fucking NFT project.
Who?
Gary V.
Who's that?
Gary Vaynerchuk.
We've talked about him. Yeah. I saw him went to he bought
there's not one dude. I respect this hustle. There's not one man that I want to just
Elon Musk's gonna do it, and once he does it, it's over for us.
Yeah, it's
people gonna
Elon Musk did Dogecoin the same way. The moment he pumps out an NFT, we're fucked.
Scam.
We're fucked.
Dude, I really thought that was like Dogecoin was only for like stupid teenagers in their bedroom and stuff.
Nah, people.
And no, I was at work though. I was talking to one of my coworkers, and he was talking about Dogecoin, and my head went on a swivel. I'm like,
what the fuck are you talking about?
Like, you were like 50 years old.
Yeah.
Why were you investing in Dogecoin?
I put $10 in it.
Yeah. Don't. Why?
No, Dogecoin made money. Dogecoin made a lot of money,
and then you lost your money.
It's $10. I don't care, but I went.
What was $100 or $1,000?
I knew someone at my job. He had $1,000 for doing cryptocurrency.
Yeah. So here's the thing about cryptocurrency. The idea of cryptocurrency is fine. The idea of NFTs is fine. They're fine.
Dude, imagine you're a millionaire with like cryptocurrency. Your power go out, and you're like, "No, I'm broke. I'm broke.
My phone is dead."
Some guy threw away a hard drive with $3.5 million in Bitcoin.
Wasn't it like a guy couldn't remember his password and couldn't get into it?
It's like
that happened but a guy trashed his hard drive, like just threw it away. It's in a landfill right now.
Dude, until we can literally upload our subconscious onto the internet, none of this makes sense.
Frogs are gay. Joke. Listen.
The thing about cryptocurrency and the thing about NFTs is that it's complicated on purpose, because people make it. They're like, oh, I minted an NFT coin and it's worth 0.1 Ethereum. Right?
Is it a GIF?
No, it's whatever you want it to be. It's whatever. It can be a video. It can be a picture. It can be a GIF. It can be a picture of Barney jacking off like fucking Big Bird.
It's not that. It's a code. It's a specific, and I'm assuming in my mind, it's a billion number code or whatever. This is where it makes no sense. I don't know how you can even applicate. You get a code, you get a specific code that cannot never be replicated by another computer. What value that has because it is unique and it's only its own code. They just take that code and they attach it to a piece of art just because you couldn't sell a theoretical number to somebody. I mean, you have to give it some type of physical or visual power over it.
Yeah.
It makes no sense because what is that value of that code other than I can't launch a goddamn nuke with the code. So what's the point of it?
Reddit exists, right?
Yeah.
So if I buy NFT and there's a video or picture, I can screenshot that
It's not the picture. It's not the picture.
I mean, I can screenshot it or I can record it with my phone and sell it.
You can easily
But it's not. But you're not
picture.
selling.
I
The NFT is not.
I'm talking about how stupid it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. The idea is stupid. It's so dumb. And this is what Keanu Reeves laughed at it because like, how do you feel about NFTs?
You would make more sense in an NFT.
It was like the thing that's easily replicated, and then he laughed at the interviewer's face. Keanu literally went like, "This is the stupidest shit."
Because it is stupid.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you
Because you're not buying a image.
No.
You're buying. If it would make more sense to me if they just put up the fucking code on screen and just be like, there it is. That's the NFT. It'd be like, all right, here's my $1 for that code.
Yeah,
and then I get to own a code that does nothing for my life.
Yeah. That's what I say.
What does it do? But that's the thing. That's the issue. What does it do other than...
Crockett.
If I could have a framed photo of the fucking code on the wall, that would make me more happy than a stupid monkey.
This don't like this or something?
Yeah.
It's like some shitty 3D model. That's it.
No, Tate, you're not getting the point. It's not the image that matters. They attach the image for you to so you don't have to stare at the code.
I take a picture of you.
Yeah.
Right? That picture exists in the world, in the digital space, on my phone. I then take that picture of you and I put it through an NFT minting site. And I create an NFT based off of that picture. I now have a code that is attached to that picture. And that code essentially says, this is the original version of this picture. This is the authentic version of this picture. And that's what you're selling. You're selling the certificate of authenticity for this digital art.
Now, if they could do it like in a... Just for people with mush brains to understand what this is, if they can make an image-based something, which would make more sense for an NFT, if they can make an image base of a, let's say, cartoon monkey or whatever, and you couldn't screenshot the picture, like there was something negatively blocking out everything, that would probably be more digestible for the human population to get. But technically, NFT is just theoretical numbers.
Why not just stick to a subscription-based model? Then NFT.
Are you talking about a game pass for NFTs?
No, not NFTs.
I'm in.
No, like, say artists.
Yeah.
You want exclusive art? Just stick to a fucking subscriptions thing.
Well,
like
here's the thing. So this is where the economics of art becomes really complicated, because what makes a piece of art valuable in the terms of like the millions of dollars is the fact that there's only one copy of it. In physical art, there's only one copy of the Mona Lisa. There's only one copy of Van Gogh's Starry Night, right? Everything else are worthless reproductions of it because it's not the original. So the idea for NFTs was to bring that into the digital space. It's just
This is why they attach art to it now.
To create scarcity.
Oh, I have the original.
Yeah, to say I have the only piece of real art made by this artist. I own that, and I can sell that, because art is really just money laundering for rich people.
Wow, that really does put a fuck.
Yeah.
Let's just say it. Let's just get it out. Art is just bullshit. It's just bullshit. It's all bullshit.
It is. None of it makes sense.
Nothing makes sense. Gold doesn't make sense. No. We just give it value.
None of it matters. And this is what's so frustrating about NFTs, is that they're worth whatever the largest idiot is willing to spend on it. And so you can control the market cap. You can't regulate it because cryptocurrency is unregulated by the U.S. government.
I might get shot for this one, but why isn't water more expensive? Dude, we die without it. Why is that not $1 billion now?
You shouldn't be paying for water.
And it's also considered a basic human right.
That's why I said
legally you can't do it.
I don't agree with charging for
regulated.
weed either, because it's growing from the fucking grass. The ground. That shit's stupid.
Also heroin.
It
is a plant. Yeah. The look on Tate's like, it's a plant?
I don't know. But like, it's the same way with weed. Like,
cocaine
I don't understand.
also.
Yeah, I know cocaine is. It shouldn't be illegal.
No, it shouldn't.
It's growing from the earth.
Bro, what if you accidentally had cocaine growing in the backyard?
Dude, that'd be sick. makes
What
it
did
better.
he say?
You see El Chapo behind you.
You have to do a lot of processing to fucking make.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you gotta.
anyway,
Nothing makes sense.
Stop buying it. Nothing makes sense. None of this matters. We're all gonna die.
She always
fine.
ended with that. We
Yeah.
all gonna die. It is. That makes it NFT even more worthless.
Yeah, it's-
You're
unless
gonna die.
unless you're Johnny Depp and Transcendent.
Imagine buying
Fuck that
NFT.
movie.
I know, but that is gonna be the future, dude. My
It is the
soul is gonna
worst.
get uploaded onto.
No, you know
the
what?
net.
It's not gonna happen. We're not gonna get there. You want to know why we're not gonna get there? The planet's gonna fucking burn down before we get to it.
Here's the worst.
Before
thing.
we even get to Cowboy Bebop times, the planet's gonna fucking burn.
Subscribe to my service to see this exclusive NFT. To get the NFT, you gotta buy it with cryptocurrency.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it.
That's the worst things ever.
Yeah,
One.
it's just awful. And so, like the fact
No,
that,
the frustrating thing about it is, it's just we can't.
can't
Regardless
stop
of
it.
what we say and do, it's not probably gonna go away.
and this is for as much of an anarchist as I want to be sometimes, and just
think
burning this
so.
shit down.
Because no one understands it.
This needs to be regulated by the government. You can't have currency unregulated by the government.
Well,
you cannot.
that's a whole nother argument. Because remember, like that one dude that tried to like regulate internet,
Yeah.
and then
Oh.
that was a whole thing about like they could slow down your internet.
No.
Oh
that-
shit! That
that's
was years ago. He wanted to make packaging. Shit,
Ajit Paji.
I
whatever the
forgot
fuck.
about that.
So
Yeah.
that's not that's
scary.
that's regulating the access to the internet.
Yeah,
What I'm talking is regulating.
but once
the
you
currency.
start talking about, well, because then they would have to go and be like, well, what is the if they start if they acknowledge it, then they're like, well, what is the U.S. dollar, dude? What if like the U.S. does come out with their own cryptocurrency?
It's going to happen. They're gonna
That's
be
the thing. Like
they're-
that's what I'm saying.
They're
Like,
gonna be called credits, and all of you fucking as like fucking pseudo anarchist motherfuckers with your currency are just gonna be stuck with fucking Dogecoin. That's absolutely worthless.
well, now everything like currency is just.
Everyone here looks so important. Walking.
Yeah, they do. They have offices and cups and shit.
Dude, I'm getting burnt. My
No.
brain is
Get
burning
heartburn.
just because, like,
But
because money itself will eventually.
No, cryptocurrency is a
money is not real.
Yeah.
That's money's not real. Money doesn't exist.
That's what people
I
say.
know, but
Yeah.
like, if there is
Print more money.
50,000 currencies, like there,
Yeah.
well,
That's why it needs to be regulated because there's fucking 600 of them. There's 600 fucking cryptocurrencies.
so there has to
It
be.
Anybody can mint a fucking
Then there has to be
cryptocurrency.
like countries
There was a
of
Squid
internet,
Game- there was-
but there has to be like sectioned off pieces of the internet. Then
No, that doesn't have to.
because like, how do you make a currency right now? It's like there's a country and it has a currency,
Yeah, well,
and then that's how it gets regulated.
you make an international dollar. That's it. You just make an international
then
dollar.
it'd probably be so
No,
expensive.
the thing is, you mean you can make your own money, but the government's not going to accept that form of dollar you're making.
I guess it depends
So there
on
is a
who is.
conversion rate. There are some companies that take like Bitcoin and then they convert it to American dollars, and then you can withdraw that way. That's fine. But it's not. It's the fact that anybody like stock trading, you can make money off of stocks, but it's government regulated. So when someone buys a stock and the money goes up, there's actual value attached to that because they weren't able to artificially blow it up.
We're talking about fucking stocks.
You know, like they weren't able
All
to
right,
artificially blow it up.
now we're gonna make a food podcast,
Yeah.
and then we're also gonna make a futuristic podcast.
Yeah, and
The
the,
cyber
rea-
segment.
the reason I get so mad at
I like that.
cryptocurrency, that's cool.
I like that.
Cyber segment. The reason I get so mad at cryptocurrency is not because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make
It
sense.
doesn't make sense. It makes a lot of sense.
Wait, stop. Dude, we began this podcast talking about a woman farting in jars, and now we're so far in the future.
Cyberpunk future or some shit.
So like cryptocurrency.
I love doing this
Yeah,
podcast.
me too.
Jesus Christ.
It makes me.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said, dude.
Dude,
We're literally.
I sound like Jeff Goldblum talking.
no, but
right now.
like,
cryptocurrency.
I hate it when you
Live
talk.
Me too.
finds a way.
God damn it, pisses me off so much.
He's such a typical celebrity. Dude. When it comes to-
He does a lot of this.
He's
Well,
weird
that's
just to be sake of weird.
Yeah. Well, he like plays into that character.
For sure.
But like I was saying before, like we are in such a weird little space right now where we're just watching a lot of stuff change. Like we've been so used to the basic, actually just the speed and growth
We're the
of
age of
everything
the
has grown. It's just getting too fast for us to comprehend. The internet was created back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Dude, and look at us now. We have the whole like computer in our pocket. And it's slowly getting smaller.
True story. They took to go to the moon was the power of a calculator.
Yeah.
And look at
And
what,
look at what
now.
we're doing now. We're making fucking monkeys on the internet
Too much power.
instead of going to the goddamn moon. We put the money in the wrong places.
Just again, I'm gonna say it every week. Where's my Yu-Gi-Oh VR?
Yeah, that's all I want. That's all I want.
Well, here we go.
I will
now
pay
we
for
get
a
into
Yu-Gi-Oh
like,
VR NFT.
well, I said this like a couple of weeks ago. We need to do a whole show on just like the metaverse about Facebook because
meta.
they, what? That's what they're
it?
called. They're called Meta.
It's Facebook.
The remarketing. There's a Facebook, but then now there's a Meta too.
Facebook is now a subsidiary of Meta.
It's Facebook.
And that's like they're voting legal stuff with that.
You want to know the true reason why they're changing the name?
It's legal reasons because they're getting sued.
Well, not only that, because the entity's still going to get sued, but it's their Facebook is dropping usage like crazy. There's like in the next 2 years.
You're still using this shit.
I use it just for work because I need to. But
my mom still uses it.
Yeah,
really,
dude,
it's a generation before.
I can't believe it didn't die off. It should have died with like just like MySpace. It died, but now they're trying to branch out into like you gotta stop letting them buy stuff and stop like just hit them with a big stick until they fall off that cliff. Like just die already.
So Facebook is dying right now. In the next 2 years, they're predicting to have a 50% drop off user base.
You know it's gonna be Twitter next too. Like Twitter is gonna be the next.
Nowhere.
No, Twitter is to Twitter hit the right mix of social media and news outlet.
Twitter's not going anywhere.
Twitter's going to stay the way that it is.
No, but I'm saying, where are all those people from Facebook going to go? They're going to just go straight to Twitter.
That's a good point. I don't know where they're going.
And then
they're probably
this is the cycle that we're going to be in.
We're going to go anywhere.
There's just going to be a new one. There's going to be something new where everyone just migrates to. It's going to be what it happens.
That's
and
how time works.
I've lived long enough to know what happens. It was all from everyone to MySpace. It's everyone young. Anyone that's like under like at a certain age, between this age gap and this age gap,
they're going to TikTok. They're going to TikTok.
No, but it has to go to a media platform. It's going to have to be some
essentially down.
It's essentially though they need somewhere to go hang out.
Yeah.
A hangout, and eventually though we're going to get into cyber sleuth territory where it's a meta. It's going to be we're eventually going to get where this is all leading to.
The planet is going to burn down before we get to any of that.
Like AR.
No, it's going to be like Ready Player One, dude. We're going to live in these huge, busted up trailer park stacks.
I love that shit.
And everyone's just going to be in a VR goggle. Yeah. Literally, that is going to be the future because the planet's fucking burning to death. Yeah. And people want to escape reality by just getting online. And if we are already in that.
You know how we don't do any of that?
Go touch grass?
No, eat the rich. Just eat the rich.
Dude, that's not good. That's not going to stop the fucking planet to die, dude.
I mean, no, but it will.
Brian, think about this. We're not going to live to see it, but the sun's going to explode. And then life as we know will...
it's like billions.
God damn, we're somber.
Capitalism has ruined everything, is my point. My thesis point.
Being a fucking... Like, a monkey standing up and grabbing fire just ruined everything. Us waking up and gaining consciousness.
You need to go back in time and kick the fish.
Dude fucking drown the fish. Like, I'm going to put my hands in the water, put my fingers into its, like, little gills and just...
Then you see me, and I fade away. Everyone just fades away.
I love that music. When we have that as a joke, like, oh, if one of us ever, like goes on vacation, just go, and just never acknowledge it.
Fucking NFTs.
Dude, this is a really neck sweaty episode.
I'm fine. This shit's inevitable. Yeah. Like Thanos.
It is inevitable.
Yeah.
Sometimes shit like that. I see some headlines, and sometimes I just go like, what if Thanos was kind of right? What if we just need to fucking
kind of was,
just snap shit out of existence?
Things did get better.
I would be the guy in the Hawkeye TV show that wrote Thanos was right on the fucking thing.
What do you into? But no, it's genocide though.
No, the thing
listen,
is,
you just hold on.
I'm not saying it's right.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that he was correct.
You gotta thin out the population so we can get everyone fed.
Just hear me out.
Just hear me out.
The population, vegetation, all that shit kind of improved when he did that. It just our emotions.
I know we ain't having this conversation.
No, literally. You see, Cap said like,
I get it though.
In a completely philosophical argument kind of way. Thanos was right.
It's not right, but it's right.
He was correct. He was correct. And I completely...
Everyone down there is like, you know what? No one's hitting me.
This is kind of nice.
I'm standing on the subway.
But
there's no homeless man shitting on me.
But he miscalculated, though, by a large margin. Unless he thought about that. Like, if I'm flying a plane and I'm a pilot.
And you disappear?
And the plane crashes and it hit the people that didn't get snapped.
Yeah.
They're dead.
Yeah.
See, but the less people, the better. Because it's all about redistributing resources equally.
Why did he had the power? Why not just make more?
No,
resources?
that's not how it works. So we have more people then. We'll be overproduced.
Yeah, but just have it like food just never run out.
He did have the reality stone. He could have easily done that.
It'll be
Dumbass.
That'd be overpopulation.
Stupid.
No, but the thesis about this thing is that like there's just too many things of anything.
Yeah.
There's just too many living things, and like
There's no equal balance of death rate versus birth rate.
And we could solve if we just fucking just took.
We're not. Let me tell you right now.
Yeah.
You're definitely not going to get the answer on a pod. Sitting here doing this on a podcast.
No,
what are you saying?
But if we just fucking just spike Jeff Bezos, just fucking stake him through the heart and watch him crumble away like the vampiric piece of shit that he is.
I might get fired.
And then we take all of his assets, and then we just redistributed them globally. We would be fine.
Fucking
no, we wouldn't. There'd be someone.
Amazon's we got raffle tickets here.
Yeah.
It's never that easy.
Now listen.
Nothing in this
No,
life
no.
is ever that
Here's
easy.
the thing. Here's the thing. It is that easy.
It's not that easy.
It is. Sorry, Ted, 1 second. It is not fucking easy.
It's not that
'Cause if
easy.
you distributed the wealth around globally, there's no world
That's
hunger.
such a dumb.
No, it's not
like,
dumb.
lame.
You know how much money Jeff Bezos has?
He doesn't have that liquid.
He doesn't. He has enough. If we just took all of his worth, we just sold everything he had, right?
Okay, Amazon's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay.
We just dismantle it, take all
We
of
gave
the assets
everybody $2,000.
No, it's not $2,000. It's millions of dollars because that
But
man's
then
a
that
fucking
value has no.
multi-billionaire.
But then it has no worth.
No,
And then we're back at square one.
it's communism. Just fucking make communism happen. We don't need capitalism anymore. Socialism. That's what we need. If you just take all of the money that Bezos has, I look like a Puerto Rican Alex Jones right now.
You are so far up on that soapbox.
He's at Bernie Sanders level.
You just to solve that shit and solve world hunger.
3 guys on a podcast is not going to solve
That's
this.
it. I know it's not, and that's what's so frustrating about it because I can't do shit except yell about it.
We had this argument at work. Like realistically, we've talked about this before. If you had that much money, personally, me, I would do my best to help at least something.
I wouldn't. You only need at
Yeah,
most
I'm
200,000 a year.
Fucking profit, like sleeping on my ass.
You know what they say is in like studies, like after you make 80, it's like $80,000 a year. You don't get any happier.
You don't get any happier.
But here's the thing, though, Brian. And we talked about this at iJob. We have a stupid conversation like this all the time. But it's like this is his money, so it is his choice. Sadly, but there's a point where you have to like realize like there's shitty things going on in the world. Can I at least help? I'm
one of those people.
That's the problem people are arguing against. Same with Elon Musk. Yeah. I respect SpaceX so much. I fucking love that shit.
It shouldn't be the fucking It should be NASA. It should be NASA. It shouldn't be Elon Musk.
Well, yeah, it should be NASA, but the government not giving them fucking funding to do that because space is sidelined. But it's a different fucking topic.
Yeah.
But they can do so much more, but they're not. The only argument for them not doing anything because they don't want to.
Yeah, they don't want to.
They don't want to, even though that's the right fucking thing to do.
I'm not trying to defend them or anything. I'm not doing that. But I'm just saying, like, that's like everybody though. If everyone just gave, like everyone made donations, then yeah, like community chest. That's essentially what we're saying.
Hey,
is
you know what that is? You know what fucking governmental system that is? What economic system it is? It's fucking socialism, mate. That's what it is. And Switzerland works off socialism. Yeah. Most of the UK works on some version of socialism.
People hate,
and it works.
I don't get political, but the reason people hate Bernie Sanders is because he's right.
Yeah,
that's why they fucking hate.
Dude, I don't want the government that far into my ass though.
They're not far up your ass. They're not. Yeah. You just pay taxes. You just get a little chunk.
We're so
pay
far
your fucking
out.
taxes,
dude,
and then
Bryan,
people have free health care.
We started this podcast.
I was talking to a fucking Russian
one was
girl.
farting into a jar.
I know, but this the crazy. It was really hard to have this conversation with this girl from Russia. Yeah. She was shocked that we had to pay fucking healthcare here.
Yeah.
Well, it's free everywhere. Some countries, at least. Everywhere else.
It's free in most countries.
But I'm like, how the hell did that transition? She's like, she fucking hates it. Like, it's stupid.
But look at Britain. Look at them fucking redcoats over there.
They're
were
fine.
like they shit on us for so long about having to pay for healthcare, and look at what their government's doing.
See, but it's not the government. It's not the government. It's multi-million-dollar corporations lobbying for the government to change the fucking law.
There, I can agree with because
partially.
it's more complicated than that.
Like the guy that tweeted me the other day. You guys saw that, did you?
No, I didn't actually.
Really mad at me.
No,
because of it was about what the fuck we was talking about. I quote tweeted him like, just because you guys just because we appear to be doing better than other countries doesn't mean we should accept what was happening now. Like,
yeah.
The government, it is better in some places, but we know obviously they can do way more. Look at the funding they gave to the military recently. Yeah. Over like, what is 600, 700 something $billion?
Yeah. It's a
the
crazy
fuck
amount.
That money come from?
It's not
like,
real.
Yeah. So like, why do you put that
make
energy to things what we need? Healthcare, student loans, all that shit.
Yeah.
Instead of putting into the fucking military, we want to cause wars.
This hurts my head because I can't even comprehend. Like I wouldn't even know where to begin to fix any of this.
No, I'll tell you this. Like for me, like I wasn't into all the shit either, but spend like a good week and just learning about it, reading about it. It just makes you realize, like, I feel like
it's all is bullshit. Like anything that I pick up, it's not really how it's actually going to work. Because if it did, it would be fixed already. If we had the actual answers, it would be already fucking fixed.
Here's the thing.
Look at other countries. No one's got it right.
Nobody's got it right, but Switzerland's doing way better.
The thing is, they can do it right. They're just refusing to. That's the problem.
Like Switzerland doesn't have it fucking perfect.
Well, I'm not getting it from.
The problem is things can be way more fucking better. If they really
gave a shit, they could fix it. But here's the thing. Nobody has it right? Nobody has it perfect.
Wait, calm down.
No.
Just calm down.
Nobody has it perfect. But fucking the Swedes, they have it kind of fucking figured out. They're the happiest people in the world.
Isn't the Swedish racist?
Yes.
Isn't that country racist as hell?
But we can
have they figured it out? Really?
Yeah. They just didn't let
Jerry
anybody
Seinfeld. What are they talking about over there? What's the deal with what's going on over there?
All I'm saying is, we can make socialism work, and that's the reason. That's the reason why Bernie Sanders gets shit on so much.
No, we need
because he's right
every time.
I think we need a whole new fucking something we don't even know yet.
We need to burn it down. We need to burn this shit down.
Yeah, let's go to space. Fuck it. I need space law.
We can't go to space. We can't. We have to fix this shit.
Wait. Let me ask you this.
Because when we go to Mars, no, hold on. Because when we go to Mars, you know who's going to be in charge of it? Fucking Elon Musk. And you know what Elon Musk is going to do? Fucking make a dictatorship where everybody has to wear his stupid fucking haircut and drive fucking Tesla cars. And we're all just going to be little Elon Musk fucking slaves. That's all that's going to happen if we go to Mars. What were you going to say?
Where do you think we're going to get at first? Into the internet or into space?
Space.
I can't wait. I love that shit.
You're not going to space. You're not fucking going to space. You want to know why? Because Elon Musk is the one.
You can't say that, Bryan, because he's black. You can't say that, Bryan.
I would love to.
Yeah, none of us are going to space because we can't afford it. Because we're not Elon.
That's one of the three things that actually triggers me: the NASA funding.
Yeah,
like, what the fuck you guys doing? Put all that shit to the resources of the military, but that's future proofing.
Yeah,
for space colonization, all that shit. That's important.
Dude, imagine $700 billion.
The common folk down the street don't care about that either. Like.
Isn't it? But a lot of that shit is just people want healthcare, but people also want you to fund NASA.
Yeah,
you can do both.
They have enough to do both.
You know what?
Times 10.
You know what you can do with $700 billion, Crockett? You know what you can do with that?
Get a Bloodborne 2 remake or Bloodborne 2 game.
VR finally. You can literally with someone you can just throw enough money at other problems.
They throw the dumbest things though.
Yeah,
and meddling things they shouldn't be fucking meddling with.
Yeah,
I sound like Trump a little bit too just then, but
I immediately thought of like that movie where they like bring all the fog or the mist, where they bring all the monsters. They're like meddling something up there on the mountain. Huh. You know where like the scientists were like working on something on the mountain on top of it.
The mist?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like
it's a dimensional portal, right?
Yeah, they were like
I didn't know about the scientist bit though.
Yeah, well, because like there was a military base complex up on the mountain, and they're like. And people in the town were like, they're messing with weird things up there. Oh. And then they were like, this fog starts coming in. And then that's when all the monsters all got out and stuff. Guess they were from a foggy dimension.
No, they try to call Bernie a communist for his social ideals, which is so fucking wrong. They're completely different. I knew a guy from Venezuela. He left because of communism. He was an Uber driver.
Yeah, communism.
Fucking hated it.
He drove out of there.
Yeah, he told me, like, they're taking me home, telling me about communism. Like, damn.
Communism is usually attached to some form of dictatorship.
Yeah, dictatorship, yes.
By the government. Yeah. Socialism, though.
It's not.
It's not communism.
I'm so tired about talking about this.
I feel you. It's okay. We're about ready to wrap up anyway.
Yeah.
Let's end on a good note here
Yeah.
because
This is a
we're
good
just
note.
ranting.
This
Give
is
me your
this is a good note.
People
Let's fix
have
the world.
I'm gonna see
fucking
Spider-Man in
checked
like
out.
2 hours.
Dude.
Fuck yeah.
Me too.
Can't wait.
I
Oh
want
yeah, it's got a 94 on Rotten Tomatoes. Doing pretty well.
Shut the fuck up, you red coat. Stop
Fight me.
say it
Fight
right.
me.
Tomato.
Yeah, tomato.
Are we the
I say
country?
basil,
Are
too.
we like Brit? Well, we're like country like British.
What the fuck did you just say?
We're country British, dude.
Don't no.
What do you mean your country?
Because we're British. Well, you're not you.
We
but
didn't colonize us. They tried to.
No, not.
You're no longer.
What do you mean colonize that? We came from Britain.
The
Europeans did.
The British
I did.
colonized the states. Yeah.
Neither one of you came from England.
I have ancestors here from the original Native Americans.
That's true.
Yeah.
I do too.
No,
Mine
you
too. Mine were an island just shagging and living.
Oh, what was it? What is the? There's a restaurant named that, and I'm trying to
Taino.
remember. What is it?
Taino.
Taino.
No.
That was the Puerto Rican
That was a native
Americans.
the
Look up
indigenous people.
Dida. I'm saying it right.
Pardon?
DITA. Flight.
Native, they call them Native Americans.
Type-
Native Puerto Rican.
Type in
Native-
DITA Flight 600.
The
Glasses.
ITA Flight 600 glasses.
I brought those the other day. They're coming today, and I can't wait.
Glass. You bought some
Shit.
shades.
Some
Yeah.
Dude, my boy's styling.
I feel like
right
if
now.
you took them off right now, you've been crying like 30 minutes in the car, and your eyes are like shot red. Oh my god,
Dida 600
these are like shoes.
Flight.
flight glasses. Those are the Stark glasses.
Oh shit, those are
You
nice,
can get someone to pay for them? Look at it.
dude.
Did you
probably-
pay $625 for glasses?
He's lying.
What are you doing?
He's lying.
All right, wait for a picture tonight.
All right, I can't wait for you to snatch them off your face and just break them. I can't wait for that to
They
happen.
made an antimanium, vibranium frames.
My brain's not even. Wait,
Titanium.
before I say that, is that
Dumbass.
real?
No, it's not real.
I was about to say like that's not real, and then I'd be like a real dumbass not knowing that it is real.
You really paid $625 for glasses? Buy an NFT.
I can make a Drunken Ship the NFT. We both can.
Yeah, we both can.
No, I didn't pay $600.
No, we'd have to mine.
Yeah.
We have to
How
mine
much did you
it.
pay?
$17.
Oh, nice. They just
He
get
had,
like
he had a big
Yeah.
coupon. One big coupon.
Do? All right, sick.
I've been watching a regular show lately. Top tier card.
Dude, I watch it like I rewatch it every single year. It is
Top tier.
literally
Regular
Muscle
show.
Man is my spirit animal.
Regular show is hilarious. Get back to work. It was fucking Susan, the other manager. She turned to a demon.
Dude, I love how like they will start like
Normal as fuck.
Benson will come up to Rick and Morty or not Rick and Morty. God.
Regular show?
Mordecai and Rigby, and he'll give him a broom. He like just sweep the porch, and the episode is in with the mentioning
Fighting God.
fighting God. Oh, dude, I love it.
I've seen this before.
All right, let's wrap up here with one last thing.
This lady's always eating. I think she's the one that cooks here.
Maybe she's just hungry, dude. She's on lunch break. PS5's got faceplates finally after Sony.
I forgot about that.
Sony shot down another company.
Yeah.
they were like,
Really?
yeah. So there was when PS5s normally launched, there was a company. I forget the name of the company.
Is it Delta something? Data something? I don't know. I
can't
didn't pay
remember.
attention to it.
I don't have it pulled up.
I guess it doesn't exist anymore. So.
Well,
Did
yeah.
it?
So Sony, so they were selling faceplates for
PS5s,
third party,
yeah.
third party PS5, and Sony was like, "How would you knock that off?" And no one was like, "Man, Sony, what the fuck? Like, come on, let's buy us faceplates." And then now it just got announced that Sony is making faceplates.
Cool. That's kind of all I have to say about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, really, what I could ask is what colors you guys getting?
I'm getting. I still don't have a PS5.
You should be able to find one, like
I'm
in at
tough
least
for
the next couple months.
I'm not interested in buying a PS5 right now.
I'll
There's-
tell everybody this. I was literally talking about this morning before I came
Yeah.
here. It's a great system, but you got priorities.
Yeah, there's also nothing.
I remember,
interesting in it.
I remember seeing a tweet that said like that root canal looking at the like it was like some dude that all busted up looking. He's like that root canal looking at you watching behind that PS5.
Tore up underwear and shit.
Yeah, watching you. I love those tweets. It's like your bum ass buying
Yeah,
it.
fucking PS5.
But priorities straight.
Yeah.
Something more
Well,
important.
I think I'll buy a PS5 next Christmas. That's
Do they
what
have
I'll
a
buy.
black?
They
door
still
price?
don't have like. I mean, Horizon's coming out in like 2 months, which is
Forza?
Horizon.
Horizon Zero Dawn? Who gives a
Horizon
shit?
Zero Dawn.
God of War is.
Who gives a shit?
2023. I don't like that game.
What's
I don't like
Really?
Horizon.
I'm saying a lot
Why? Because it's a woman.
sexist.
Brian, just say you hate women already, okay?
The gameplay just didn't land with me. It was like too shooty and not enough melee.
what the fuck you gonna
Sing?
whack a dinosaur with a spear?
Yeah.
Wackadoo.
Wackadoo. That makes sense.
Do you play Turok?
When does God of War come out?
2023.
Dude, that's nothing but guns. There's one bow and arrow.
I never played Turok.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
God didn't even remake that.
I don't care.
Fuck
I don't
yeah,
care
dude.
for dinosaurs.
I remember to install
I'm a
updates on my
dinosaur guy.
360.
Really?
Yeah, I used to
On
love
my
it.
base 360, I would install every update that was on that console just so I could play Turok Evolution.
That's so fun.
That's so crazy that they would they would there were so many updates coming through it that it wouldn't let you backwards compatible.
yeah.
Did you have to, like install to the hard drive first? Or some
It should be
shit?
like just it should be a hard drive thing, not a updated thing where
Not like a firmware.
or
thing.
actually sometimes this happens is like the hard drive will be or the tech will be in there and then they just turn it off.
Yeah.
Like it's in there and you can that's what was it? There was something
that
where
happened with the fucking Switch.
Well,
that's what it was.
the
It was a
Bluetooth-
Switch.
The Bluetooth thing.
So
the
Switch
Bluetooth
had
was a-
Bluetooth.
Yeah, the whole time. The whole time.
And they
you know
just-
how people said that you can't connect like wireless headphones to Switch or anything like that?
man, fuck
Because
the Switch,
they
dude.
don't have Bluetooth. They just release a firmware update and there's bloody Bluetooth.
That's one of a few moments in my life where I was like,
Yeah.
why does it just have Bluetooth? Like, why I'm playing with wires? What
Yeah.
year is this?
Do you know what the fucked up thing about that is? Is that the Joy-Cons work on Bluetooth, so we knew it had Bluetooth the entire
Yeah,
time.
but it just.
And
You
it
just
didn't
stand
turn it
outside
in.
of
Same
like
with fucking
Nintendo.
Sony.
Was like,
Like,
Yeah.
I gotta use a fucking Sony product to use a fucking Bluetooth. I can
Yeah,
use my
shit pisses
AirPods.
me
yeah,
off.
that's like you
Shit's
should be able to.
Stupid. But my Beats work with my DualSense. My Beats didn't work with my PS4.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably fix it.
See, I thought it was
Wired,
gonna
though.
wait. Your Beats work on your PS5.
Yeah, wired mic. The mic didn't work with my PS4.
It's a wireless or wired.
It's
That's both.
It's both.
But how was you able to connect wirelessly?
So
No.
on my PS4 with the wire in, or wireless, either one.
You would
Du-
only hear the
Audio.
game.
I couldn't talk to you guys, but on DualSense, I can talk to you guys with my wired Beats. So that's something, but I shouldn't still have to do all that bullshit. I shouldn't have to buy a third-party adapter just to use my Beats or AirPods.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I can't
Anyway,
game without no headphones now.
I play PC most of the time, so can't relate.
Don't you know what you're not playing? Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, I can't play.
Yeah, you can't play.
I played it for like 2 hours and it fucking ruled, and then I got kicked. Anyway, that's it for today's episode.
It's at 1 o'clock. We gotta leave the studio. Someone's gonna be coming in here, guys. If you want to argue with us about anything on about
Ship
any of the
Discord.
topics today, yeah, join the Discord. Tay's finally there.
Am
We
I?
got a special guest, the owner of the Discord. He's there.
I'm back.
I'm thinking. Did you read what I said about that?
Yeah.
Take
You come
comes
back and post that tweet and then
every 6 months. You will come onto the Discord. You will post the exact same joke. And then you will know you'll stop coming. And then another 6 months will go by and you'll just post it again. I wish I had a screen. I'm going to start screenshotting him every time he does it.
You can get a receipts.
I think I'm back.
You said it wrong.
Yeah.
You gotta do a little head
I'm
shit.
thinking
I'm
I'm back.
thinking I'm back.
No, you don't try your voice impressions. I noticed this.
What? I'm not.
Put
able-
emphasis in it. Do it.
Look at him. Oh,
He did
Goku over here.
He did a
Thank-
pretty good job with fucking
you know.
Keanu Reeves in the last
I do
episode.
an emphasis on like muscle man. It's like,
Do, do his voice.
hey guys.
Oh, that was not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do that
I can do
more.
Muscle Man because Muscle Man's more to my character.
Muscles Man's your fucking voice.
He
It's
is
like,
my.
I'm thinking I'm back.
Guys, I'm thinking
Hey,
I'm
that's
back.
pretty fucking spot on.
You're the
Tay, do the Venom.
We are Venom.
Yeah, that's pretty
didn't know
fucking great. Fucking great.
Do Optimus Prime.
You saw that video?
I do Zordon. Go Rangers.
Rangers, right?
Nah.
Nah, I don't know what Sorgan sounds like.
Optimus Prime. Did it sound like him?
Do Sean Connery. Tay loves my Sean Connery impression.
I can't do Sean Connery.
Sweetheart, I would have a whiskey shower.
Shit, have you
Steak and
really?
not stirred. Stirred. Is that how you say it? Stirred. Stirred.
Sure.
Slut, where's my drink?
Wasn't he like a
He was a
beater?
horrible
Oh, yeah.
sexist.
Guys, thank you for coming down to the show. We'll see you next week.
That man was evil.
That man was evil. That's